Hello guys, it's Janis from UnitedGosus, and I've played at the Dreieich regional today. We were 336 players, and I got second place. And I'm going to show you my deck. I played the best of both worlds, and here it is. I played Tearlament Spright, just one Rhino Heart, and of course all the Tearlaments to hit. I think it's good enough. You almost always normal summon the Merely. It's the best card, and it bridges the gap between the two decks. And yeah, if you hit something off it, it's beautiful, and you basically win at that. And you only need the Rhino Heart when you need to go into a Kaleido Heart, so you just search it off of the kit colors and summon it then from the hand and go with that. So, of course, three of the best field spell in a while. One of the searches, of course, the card, of course, and the instant fusion that's busted, and just one trap because I didn't want to play too many cards. It's 41. And I think one is good enough, and because you almost always have to search them early, because you need a level 2 to play with the Sprite cards. You mostly don't search this, but it's still nice to have, and nice to mill, of course. And some Sprite cards, the Honorable Sprites, 3 swap, one Ronin. It's also a nice mill for the Tearlaments, because it's an aqua, and you can just shuffle them back if you need it. And Merely is also an aqua, so you can make Toad with it. It also comes up, and I just thought if the opponent just dwelled me and shotgunned it, I just played these cards and just played my own Sprite deck, and it worked out quite fine. That happened a lot. I never could stop a dweller today, but it worked out because I had these cards in here, and they're definitely busted. Free blue is like another danger, and it works out very well. I wouldn't change it. You always side these out second, of course. And just 5 good dangers, and the best mill in the game. So yeah, you don't want to play the bad ones in this version, of course, because it just makes sense. 3 Super Poly and 3 Imperm, and the Eradicator, of course. This is self-explanatory, you have to play this. And these were just the best going second cards in my opinion. And you can break most of the Splight boards anyway. And the mirror match, if they dweller you're mostly fucked, but then you play the Sprite cards in this version, so it works out. And against the mirror, these are okay. And Imperm is good. And against Sprite, they're both good. So they were good to me today. That's good cards. For the extra, of course, 2 Elf, one Gigantic, and 1 Toad. The Sprite cards, self-explanatory. Dweller, you mostly have to use the Muddy for him because you only have Shiren and one singular Rhino Heart, but you can always make it if you want to. The mirror match, of course. Just 4 more fusions. I think it's good enough. You can recycle them between themselves, and I never missed anything. It works. The best card in the extra deck. If you play against Sprite and you go second, you just take their deck and play better than them, and you win. This is the most underwhelming card in my extra deck today. It made it sometimes, but just to bridge some gaps to maybe summon another link to your overlay or something, but it wasn't. I didn't use the effect all day, so you might want to cut it. The Curious is of course important. Griffin is of course good, and the Cereborus to finish stuff and banish the cards in a mirror match. For sided cards, 3 Nibiru. I didn't see this card today, but in theory it's good, of course. Yeah, I will play it again. The Cherries, also for Mirror and versus Sprite, and they were good. I think I've drawn them a couple of times, and they served their purpose well. I played the Talents in the side, just to cut out the Imperms in the mirror match for going first, and because the people are starting to play handships again because of these types of decks. So this card is just nuts if you resolve it. It worked out fine. I resolved it a couple of times. It's a good card in that spot. 3 Cosmics and 3 one-offs. Yeah, I liked it today, of course. And yeah, shout out to the team, and especially Sven Rittmann for traveling here with me. And have a great evening. Bye.